Hello! I know I've been saying I'm going to be doing another vlog for a long time, so sorry. Um, Dreads are coming along quite nicely. There's the back of my head there. I've taken the beads out because I've literally just washed them. So thanks to Soaring Eagle, the guy is a legend for letting us know about his beads causing a little bit of mildew and mold and stuff like that. So thanks, Soaring Eagle. For those of you who don't know who Soaring Eagle is, and I'm sure there's going to be loads of you, go to www.dreadlocksite.com for loads of tips about dreadlocks. It's my bible. So, yeah, dreads coming along quite nicely. The ones on this side of my head, if I can find where they were, that one, if I can. Move that away. That one, no, it wasn't even that one. That one, there we go. I don't know whether you can see, but it's sort of split into two roots and then carried on growing. So I've got a massive split in that one. It's really weird having dreadlocks because I've had long hair for years. I'm really used to combing it and getting all the knots out. So the hardest part of my dread journey so far has got to be not combing my hair or brushing, and my scalp feels really weird because it's not being brushed. But that's by the by. I've got fingers, so I can scratch. Um, Other than that, not much has happened over the past few weeks. That one, I don't know whether you can see, just in the middle there, there's a knot formed on the tip. A couple of them. This one has also got quite a big knot just there. And this one has got some cool shit going down. Bit of a loop there and some really tiny knots. There's quite a big knot formed just on the end. These two on the side get really annoying because they just stick out like that. This one on the side, I don't know whether I showed you this one last time, but you can see there's a lot of gaps forming. It looks a bit like a smiley face. It's a bit weird, but hey, and the one behind it as well isn't really taking at the roots. This fat one that I told you about in the first vlog, that is just mentally fat. It's just really fat on the bottom, just there. It's the tips are still a little bit wet, so they might look a little bit greasy. But yeah, it's really fat and then goes really thin. It's cool. There's a couple on my back as well. That one, don't know if you can. That one's looking pretty cool. And so is that one. The ones on the back are doing really well, and I can pretty much say the ones on the back are nearly matured. They've just got to get all the loops into them and whatever it is that dreads do. I don't know. I'm not a dread, but I love them. I have had days where they've just been a complete mess, and I've not been able to do anything with them, and it's been a bit crap. But it's just what you've got to deal with, really. It's they're a metaphor for life, really, because no matter how badly they get messed up, they'll turn out a hell of a lot better. Hmm. Um, so yeah, that's about it, really. Um, what week am I in? What date did I start? 1st of August. What date is today? Um, 4th. It's 4th. That means I've just passed 2 months. So on a whole, just past 2 months. I don't think it's looking too bad. I can't really see the back of my head, so um, hopefully I can see it on this. But yeah, that's about it from me. I'm on week 9, month 2, week 1. That'll do. So yeah, that's all I've got to say. I'll go into a bit of an online parlay with Dreadhead HQ um, about their lock pepper. Gave me an itchy scalp. Washed out alright, so it's not as bad as the wax. But the wax, Jesus, I've got some here. Dreadhead HQ wax. It's that little finger smudge that you can see. I actually got some on my fingers and decided I'm not actually going to put this in my hair. Went to wash it off. 3 weeks later, I've still got a waxy feeling on my fingers. I contacted Johnny Clean about it, and he basically just told me to wash my hands with his Dread soap. Great advice. Great advice. I will say one thing though: the lock accelerator is actually pretty good. Um, it's a rip-off, but it's pretty good. It's just salt and stuff like that. So it's not that bad, but for what you're paying for, it's crap. Um, so yeah, that's my beef with Dreadhead HQ out of the way. But yeah, I got into an online parlay with them about using the lock pepper and the shampoo making me itchy because it contains sodium lauryl sulfide. I think is what it's called. I've got a bottle down here, don't I? I'm not just reading. Yeah, sodium lauryl sulfate makes me really itchy and gives me very bad dandruff. But I've been using this stuff. Any guesses? It's baking soda. Put a bit in a bucket, about 3/4 of the tub. Put a bit in a bucket. I like to put this in just a couple of capfuls, not swishing it in, but a couple of capfuls into the bucket, and then top the bucket up 3/4 full of warm water. Pour it over your head. Wait a few minutes. I tend to have a shave while I'm washing my hair. It's my sort of ritual now. I'll pour a bucket of water over my head with some baking soda in it. Um, Stand at the mirror, have a shave, and then rinse it out with the coldest water I've ever felt in my life, but it feels really good. Um, and then I just crack out the hairdryer, and it works better than the DHHQ soap. It feels cleaner, feels softer, and yeah, generally it's better. Um, so yeah, I used their shampoo today because I didn't have any baking soda, and I couldn't be bothered to walk to the shop. There we go. Um, anyway, I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Dread's going good. You can see a little bit of fuzziness in the light. It just looks really cool. Anyway, that's me done. Peace out.